There I am, and we're live. It is Sunday, June 5th. The time is just after 7:30 p.m. and welcome to another Sunday Night Stumbles here on what else but the Johnny Stumbles channel. And I see a lot of people in the chat. Hello, Alex, Dave in Bangor, Maine, COVID Hippo, who has returned to his much better name. Susan is here, Marie Palmer, Gertej, Kevin, Brad Palmer, Solman, Ali BHG, Harjot, Brett, Joseph, Who's Jaw, COVID Hippo again with a message that he retracted. Rhonda Lloyd, Joseph, Marg H, City Knights, The Ottawa Wanderer, Tam V, Deshaun. Just keep them rolling. Keep on typing and I'll test my name reading skills. Alex is here. And I'll read two more names. I already read your name. Jermaine is here. Hello. And one more name and then we can start the show. Okay. Show's over. Boom Graham. Hello, Boom Graham. Thanks for joining in. And George Kemp and Harjot. Yeah, I put up a poll here as to what we'll be drinking tonight. And let's see. Grapefruit Radler, 4%, 24%. Mango passionate fruit. Passion fruit has 39% of the vote. The amber lager has 26%. And the apricot wheat ale has 10%. Well, I cheated and I peeked at the voting just as the intro to the stream was playing, and I ran out and I pulled this out of the fridge. The Hop City Brewing Company Misfit Mango Passion Fruit IPA, and all of its 6.3% glory. So we'll give this a go. And yes, the can is quite dented. Thanks for voting, guys. And cheers after this weekend. This is a long awaited drink for me. Well, I drank last night, but I didn't do anything today, and I'm still kind of exhausted from yesterday. So cheers, fruity indeed. And I got a super chat on my live stream on Friday night from Boardwalk Brad. I think it was him. I apologize if it wasn't, if I missed it. To have an edible tonight. So I've got in front of me, being true to my word, a watermelon hybrid. This is just 5 milligrams of THC per unit. So we're also going to be having an edible, and the sooner I take it, the sooner it kicks in. Sometimes these do absolutely nothing. Sometimes these have a pretty big effect. But just since I put in the title we're doing edibles, I'll take one of these. I forgot. This is like the world's strongest Ziploc opening here. I forgot how embarrassingly hard it is to open this. Hello, Vivian Johnson is here. Ali BHG says just cut it. And my stupid fingernails are too long, and I'm afraid I'm gonna snap them. All right, this calls for serious measures. Okay. I have an iPhone dongle. Maybe if I can shove this. Come on, you stupid dongle. I get making it. I can't open it. Okay, well, we were going to have edibles tonight. Maybe I could use this headphone. This 3 point... No, I actually just started to bend the connector on my headphone. Chris Mill says, look for the slit on the side. Well, we've peeled it completely off. Slit on the side. Is there a slit on the side? I don't see any. This is just supposed to pop open like a... I'll be back. We're going to go fix this. Chris Mill says, and the instructions. There are no instructions and there is no slit. Did you say Charlie got a haircut? Yes, I'll be back with an opened thing of edibles, and we'll take a look at Charlie rocking his new haircut, who I still have. Argage says use your snowflake. There's an idea. I could have used it. I have it in my utility drawer, but I grabbed the scissors instead. We got it open. Johnny struggles with Ziplocs. I think most people on planet Earth would struggle with this particular Ziploc. But anyways, we're going to have the full thing here. So thank you, Boardwalk Brad, for funding and suggesting this. Boom Graham says NBA Finals tonight. Yes, the Celtics and the Warriors. What's really weird is they didn't have a Saturday night game. Sorry, I'm still eating this, but typically, like, the Saturday night NBA Finals game is the most viewed. I have no idea why they scheduled it for Sunday and not Friday, or not Saturday, but it is what it is. I may not have chewed the entire thing, and it is slowly working its way down my throat, but that's okay. So, I do have Charlie, I think just for another day or two. Charlie! Come here, Charlie. And yes, Charlie got a haircut, so let's see what that is all about. I'll turn off my side light just so it doesn't blind the poor dog. Show everyone your haircut, Charlie. Do you want a cookie? You want a treat? Sit. So he is super soft, and I can actually see his eyes now. And today, we got recognized in the park. It was so weird. I was walking him after I got home from recording a video. And someone was like, "Hi, Charlie." And I was just looking at them like, how do they know his name? And they're like, "Oh, hi, Johnny." And I was like, "Oh, obviously you've been watching one of my two channels at least." But anyways, there he is. He is so soft right now. Yeah, you're a good boy. I just totally messed his do up. Anyways, there's Charlie making an appearance. So, yeah, we have the edible, we have the beer. So for tonight, I was going to make some travel plans this month, but I kind of had my hands full with the dog. So to get back into the mindset of traveling, I'm going to go through a trip I took to Vietnam in 2018. So we'll look through that. I'll talk a bit about it. And so I'll show you maybe 100 photos or so from that trip, and we'll talk about it. I'll talk about the hotels I stayed at. They're a lot cheaper now than in 2018, and they were already like shockingly cheap. So kind of getting excited for booking some trips and booking some travel. And what else are we going to do? As always, you're free to ask me anything and anything. I'm not obliged to answer. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to turn the Charlie cam off in a second. Right, so yesterday, I got out and I recorded 4 videos, and I put a post on Instagram today of a picture of me at Hemingway's bar and restaurant where I went to after I met a couple of friends there. And I was eating right after recording 4 consecutive walks where I took over 20,000 steps, and someone sent me a DM. I rarely check my Instagram DMs, but I was just checking them like an hour ago, saying, that's bullshit. There's no way you could have done that. Stop lying to people. I don't know if they were joking, if this was tongue-in-cheek. I don't know if they're a viewer. I didn't recognize the person. Let me turn that light back on. But anyways, just to shut that person up, because I have no idea if they're serious or not. That is... Oh, can I make that bigger? That is from my Fitbit yesterday. I don't like the way I resize it. So there is 20,000 steps all at once. That is just a hair over 20,000 steps. I went out. This is just me walking around my apartment in the morning. And this is probably walking to the subway. And then this is when I got off the subway. And I recorded 4 walks. And then this would have been after dinner. And then that would have been walking Charlie at night. So that is what I did yesterday. And now I think I have 6 videos in the bag now. So I've got a ton of videos right now. So I'm sitting kind of pretty. So I'm thinking tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm just going to do a live stream, and I'm just going to kind of focus on editing. Maybe we'll play Stanley Parable Tuesday or Wednesday, Susan. Thank you for your contribution for that. But yeah, that's what I did yesterday. I walked my ass off pretty much all in a row. The first walk I wasn't intending on recording, but it turned out pretty good. I'm probably going to make one of them a members video just because I have so many of them. So silver tier or higher YouTube and Patreon supporters, there will be a video coming your way soon. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make one of them a members video. And yeah. Chris James says, how do I contact you? You can send a DM on Instagram, but I don't respond to 95% of those. The best way, if you're not a Patreon supporter, is to do it through johnnystrides@gmail.com. I will eventually get around to that. And Lisa is here. Hello, Lisa. So yesterday, the former Dundas West Festival, now Due West, was on. It was on Friday night. I caught part of that on my stream, and then I went through it yesterday properly to make a video, and it wrapped up today, and it was like the first big full-scale street festival in the city. And here's a little clip of it. There's a zoomed in look, although this camera can only zoom in 2 times. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe this will be tomorrow's video, just because it's kind of current. What I should have done was made the Kensington Market video yesterday, put this today, and then done the St. Regis Hotel for Monday. But who am I to go about maximizing things? Anyways, so yeah, that is the Dundas West Festival, Due West. And I think Ken streamed through there earlier today, and then he went and saw Sloan play. So that's kind of cool. So after this, I then walked down Ossington and then along Queen West. Then after that, I walked up to Hemingway's to meet dinner. Yes, I met my dinner at Hemingway's. And before this, I walked to the Due West Festival. So those are the 4 videos I recorded. And then today I went out on the e-scooter and I went down to the beaches. So I recorded my ride to the beaches and then along the boardwalk. And then I recorded a silent ride back up just for the Strides channel. So I've got a lot of stuff under my belt. And I still have a GO train ride to Brampton and a downtown Brampton video walk. So actually there's the 4 from yesterday, the 1 from today, and then the 2. So I have 7 videos I'm sitting on. So that is... For me, that's before other, I can't speak. Maybe it's the weed I took already hitting me. But unless I'm going on vacation, I've never had that many videos saved up. So it is almost too much. And speaking of videos, so there's the main channel. I just noticed earlier today, we'll mute it. This is a view, I think, from Action Kid's balcony. He called it the balcony stream. So this is kind of cool background stuff. He could actually use this in the background of his live home streams. So if you just kind of want a chill stream to have on in the background, I think this is something that when I go out for the day and if I'm leaving Charlie here, I could put this on. You get a bit of audio atmosphere as well, and yeah, cool view of the bay. And you'll see like cruise ships pull in and out of here. You'll see yachts going through. We already see a bunch of yachts. It's a pretty busy harbor, and I think that there was Ultra Music Fest was in that park just below him. So hey, I did tell Action Kid ahead of time I might be showing this off. So if you just want to have something cool to put on the put in the background, I think this is it. Let me ask I'm putting up a poll right now. So you have 3 options as always. Unfortunately, I'm not on the highest floor, but I do have a pretty good look of the Midtown skyline from my balcony. Lisa says the lo-fi girl has the market on that. Who is the lo-fi girl? Oh, look, these people are chatting. Subscriber only mode. I'm subscribed. Only channel subscribers of 5 minutes or longer can send message. I've been subscribed to this channel way longer than 5 minutes. What's going on? Yeah, Alex, I don't really care. A lot of people do. It's not like Ken, though, where people know the actual real address. The lo-fi girl. Let's see. What is this all about? Lo-fi hip-hop radio beats to study, relax. That's all animated. I kind of like what AK has a bit better. Susan says, do we get the shirtless Johnny balcony stream? I think that has been deleted. It has been permanently banished from the internet. My first time ever accidental stream. Yeah, Boom Graham. I think it just means subscribers, and because I have that rule too, where only subscribers can chat. And it puts this 5-minute thing on. And I've been... Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. COVID Hippo says I'll be shirtless when I go to London next month. London, England? Or fake car-centric Strodeland, London, Ontario? LEBHG says, tell AK to try it without music. Maybe like the sounds just aren't very good from the balcony, so it's better to put music, and you can always mute it and cover it up with something else if you want. I don't know. But put that suggestion into AK. But I'm sure he has his reasoning for it. So, yeah, maybe I'll do something like this. 67% said yes, 16% said no, and 17% said donuts are made of cement. One of my reasons behind asking that was I've got this 24/7 ASMR stream, and there's never more than like 3 or 4 people at most watching it, and there's like 2 people, and I realize it's already kind of stale. It's only got like 2 days worth of videos cycling, and for me to be updating it just takes too much time to take the videos and to that I use for my Sunday night stream or Friday night streams, and to re-encode them and then to update this playlist. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'm kind of thinking of killing this stream. But if I could replace it with the 24/7 balcony stream, at least there would be something there for people to come chat and hang out if they wanted, and it would be kind of dynamic. Especially if there was like a storm or something, it would be really cool. I don't know how I would power my camera. I don't have outlets on my balcony. I guess what I could do is get, where is it? I don't know where it is, but I have like a 10,000 milliamp battery pack. I guess I could get an even bigger one, like a 25,000. I could get a couple of them, and that'll probably keep a phone going streaming for a day or two. And then I could just swap the battery pack with another one while I charge it. That would still require some type of manual intervention every hour or two. And also I would have to seal it up from the weather somehow, but maybe we'll replace this. It's just too much work and maintenance to keep it fresh. And I don't blame people for not wanting to watch the same old videos over and over again. So it was a good idea. And if I could hire people to help me with things, that would be one of the tasks I would give them, keep this stream up. But when you're a one-man band, you only have so much bandwidth to do so many things. So this is pretty much the bottom of the totem pole, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to kill it, but I might replace it with a balcony stream. Another idea blatantly stolen from Action Kid. Lisa says, let it rip on everything. You know how hard that is to, that would just be a monumental amount of re-encoding for me. I have to make all my videos in 1080p 30 at a low bit rate in order for my streaming computer to play it. I would also have to massively upgrade the hard drive. Yeah, no, that's not a, that's just not a feasible thing to do. Okay, so I'll end that poll. So we'll get with the program, and maybe I'll switch that over to a balcony stream. And that gives me something to do this week, actually. All right. Back to... Can I chat yet? See? I've been a subscriber more than 5 minutes, Action Kid. Susan says, I like the Charlie walking vids. Please go put a GoPro on him. So... maybe since tomorrow I'm not going to go out and record. Oh, he's just sleeping right next to me. This cute guy. I'll get out and finally do that video. You can see how short his hair is. Look. Deborah says, Johnny Stride, did you ever go camping like at one of the provincial parks? I can't say I do. Deborah, I can't say I do. And weekend of June 18th, this will be a bigger, still black, curly-haired dog. Another poodle mix coming in on June 18th. We can say hello, goodbye to Charlie, and hello to Digby, who we'll be looking after. I have not, Michael. Anyways, there's Charlie sleeping. Man, this... weed has not kicked in yet. Oops, we'll come back. So, Todd, I don't know what that is even. So on the theme of traveling and trying to book a vacation, which is something I'll be doing pretty soon, I thought I would take a trip down memory lane. Maybe this is more for my sake than your sake. But it's been maybe a month since I've gone through some photos. So I went on in April of 2018. I did a 2-week trip. I did 1 week in Vietnam, and then I did that alone. So this is a trip entirely alone. All right, Boom Graham, enjoy the Celtics versus the Warriors. So I did 1 week in Vietnam, and then I went to Thailand, and I met a bunch of friends that I used to teach with in Korea. I met them there, and then we just hung out. So this is 1 week in Vietnam, 3 different cities I went to, and this is one of my favorite countries to travel to. I don't know why. This is the first picture I have. Not the airport. Typically, I land at the airport. I try to get a SIM card. I'm just fascinated with getting out of that airport as soon as possible into a taxi and into my hotel. So I thought it was kind of funny because I moved back to Canada in like 2014, and I hadn't seen a Loteria since then. And here was a Loteria just staring at me right in Vietnam. That's a Korean fast food restaurant that I don't think is very good. But anyways, and of course I went out right away and I got a bowl of pho. And this place here is actually quite popular. So this, I should mention, this is Ho Chi Minh City, aka Saigon. It used to be called Saigon, and then they changed it to Ho Chi Minh City. And this place was right around the corner from my hotel. And that was, like, all the guidebooks, everything said this is the best pho in, like, a touristy kind of restaurant you can get. So, of course, I went. And I think that's just right across the street from my hotel. This was also right across the street from my hotel, the Bui Vien walking street. And no, it's nothing like the walking streets in Thailand, but it's basically just a big, I wouldn't even call it a night market, but there's a lot going on. A lot of bars, a lot of patios, a lot of annoying loud music, a lot of lights. I'm sure you can already get that impression from the images. And there it is just during the daytime. And one thing I do every time I travel, I always try to find like local craft beer. Like there's always like brew pubs and just locally available craft beer you can't really get anywhere else in the world. I know you're in a country where a pint of beer costs 50 cents, and I'm going to a place where beer is like $10 a pint. Seems like not the thing a cheapskate like me would do, but I kind of really appreciate just going and checking out local beers just because I think it's cool. It's not something you'll ever get a chance to drink again unless it blows up somehow. So I think this place was called Pasture or something. There's the menu. And I cannot read that menu. Can I make it bigger? So right there, 175 milliliters is 50,000 VND. What is that? 50,000 VND is, so that's 271. That's not bad. Although 175 milliliters is like nothing, right? 500 milliliters. There's a proper amount of that beer is 160,000. Yeah, so it's like $9 for like a full pint, pretty much. So the prices aren't, I mean, it's Western prices, and when you're in Vietnam, you don't really expect to pay Western prices, but let me just fix this here, since I don't know what the hell I'm doing to zoom it in. Fit to screen, there we go. So yeah, next. And there's just a picture from inside this place. And another one of some people. I was there alone, but you don't really feel like a loser when you're out alone on vacation. Pretty cool bar, pretty cool vibe. There's just some more pictures from walking around Saigon. Real like communist vibes you get from this city. Like this was like a big proper communist square. Like the type of thing you expect to see in North Korea or China or Russia or something. Like pretty crazy stuff. I thought this building was really cool. That's why I took a picture of that. Hello, Aaron Hockey. There's just another super hot. It's like 35, 40 degrees every day, or at least it was when I was there. So the shaded streets are definitely appreciated. I think that's their like Notre Dame or whatever. I think every big city in the world has a couple of these things pretty much. No, Lisa, nobody watches Netflix anymore. Get with the program. And of course, Vietnam had like a huge military history. That would be an understatement. So I did all the this was like a American propaganda museum I went to, so that was pretty cool. I only showed one picture from there, but I had a whole bunch. And that's apparently the most iconic building in Vietnam. I don't know. I knew at the time, I'm not trying to be ignorant, but I legitimately don't remember anything from when I was walking around learning this stuff. So sadly, we just get the pictures. And this, I think, is from another craft brewery I went to. I made it a habit to check them all out. Or, yeah, these are different places. Look at the roof. This is just a market. And this is a craft brewery. This is super ass common in Saigon. You see a lot of just random ass shit walking around the sidewalks. Hey, another picture of that building. Lucia and Glenn, thank you for subscribing. Lucia and Glenn. Or is it Lucia? I apologize if I got that wrong. Hey, look who that is. That is 37-year-old Johnny. Does he look the same as 41-year-old Johnny? Yeah, there's a lot of... because I was alone, all my pictures of me are these stupid selfies. And this is like a communications room from the war. I don't know if this was a Vietnamese communications room or an American one. Hey, we found another craft brewery. East West, I think was the name of this one. Marie Bomber says, same haircut, you haven't changed. And yeah, that's what the streets look like. The only other place I've seen this many scooters was Taiwan. And I think Vietnam easily one-ups Taiwan. And here's something cool. When you want to cross the street, there's no crosswalks. There's no lights. You literally are looking at this the entire time, and you just start walking. Just start walking and keep your pace, and the vehicles will avoid you. That's how crossing the street works in Ho Chi Minh City. I'm not shitting you either. There's probably lots of YouTube videos of this. So at first you're just standing there like, when do I go? When do I go? When do I go? And then you'll see locals, or even better, like a big dumbass looking white tourist dude who does it. And you're like, oh, well, you know, that guy has done it before and not been killed. I'm just going to follow his lead. But yeah, it is the first... I was pretty well traveled when I went here, and this still like kind of shook me the first few times I had to do it, because like the motorcycles are just buzzing you. But the worst thing you can do is hesitate and like walk kind of slow, because they can't anticipate what you're doing. So just pick a pace, walk across the street, and you will get there. Just another shot of the motorcycles. Here's an intersection I took a picture of because it has crosswalks, but what it doesn't have are like signals or signs. So it's still like kind of the same thing. You're just like, here, all the cars turning right or motorcycles turning right aren't going to yield to you if you're crossing. So it's still a matter of playing chicken. Justin says, any advice for a university student, Johnny? How about go to class? I didn't do a whole lot of that in my first year. Aha, my hotel. I know I've recently done Shangri-La, Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis. But when I'm paying for it, this is the kind of hotel I end up staying at. And I actually... Let me see here. Look this one up. This is from booking.com. These are some hotels I canceled. The Doubletree in Bangkok, Dream Hotel Bangkok, Rambatree. So this is the hotel I stayed in. This is my actual booking. April 15th to April 18th. And I paid $116. So a little under $40 a night Canadian for that hotel. And then I just looked it up. The Saigon City Hotel A. Man, my room does not look like that, does it? Did they... Oh, I remember that. Yes, this is easily a 2-star hotel by Western standards. And right now, you could get this bad boy for $29 a night. And that includes breakfast. Folks, let's all go to Vietnam. I'll even pay for your hotel. $29 a night, breakfast included, free cancellation. Although I think now is kind of the off season. When did I go? I went April 15th. I can't really compare this to April 15th, can I? Well, let me book April 15th next year. Let me do it. When did I do it? To the 18th? Is that too far in the future to book? Yeah, it's too far in the future to book. But it'll be the same. Like, busy season starts in like October, right? So let's just do October 15 to 18 and see. How much is it post-COVID? 141 Canadian. And I paid 116. So it's actually gone up a little bit since then. But yeah, not the most extravagant of rooms. I like how they keep showing like the fancy headboard and ignoring the fact that it's just a whole bunch of bleh. Oh, you know what, guys? I did not realize you could not see my screen there. I apologize. So here's what I was talking about. Here's my actual booking. I stayed at the Saigon City Hotel A. Sorry, not paying attention. You must have been like, what's he talking about? There it is, $116. I looked it up for the busy season this year on booking.com, and I found it for $141. And I'm sure someone just sent me a message saying, you idiot, pay attention to what you're doing. Oops, sorry about that. But yeah, there we go. That is the deluxe double room here. $141, and I paid $116. Linda Jane Jackson says edible kicked in. Maybe it did. Can I get my photo album back, please? Sweet. And yes, that is my little Acer 12-inch travel computer. And I am streaming the Blue Jay game because I'm not hardcore of a Blue Jay fan. On my hotel. Or on my hotel TV. Random alley in Saigon for some reason. And we're back to the Lateria. So that is it for Saigon. Those are all the pictures I took. And then after Saigon, I went to a beautiful little city. Also incredibly boring. Don't go there. Even though everyone says to go there. So I took the bait and went there. Called Hoi An. And I stayed at the Nova Villa Hoi An, which permanently closed shortly after I stayed there. There's no mentions of this place after 2018. I remember that pool. That pool was crap. They got me all excited to be staying there. But yeah, so I don't know why I'm looking at this hotel because it doesn't exist anymore. But after Saigon, I flew to Hoi An. I flew on Vietjet. And it was like a $75 flight. It was like stupid cheap. Let me see here. Can I find the Vietjet? Not the Vietjet. Maybe the weed has kicked in. Can I find the Hoi An pictures? I did. There we go. So this is from the plane flying into beautiful Hoi An. So the way Vietnam is laid out, maybe we should do that. If we go to maps. If I just type Nam, will that take me there? No. No, it won't. So I started... Well, there's Phnom Penh. I started here, Ho Chi Minh City. I think Saigon sounds cooler. And then I flew to Hoi An, which is some... There's Nha Trang. That's another popular place. Where is Hoi An? Hanoi, where I ended up. The other big city. That's kind of like their Montreal to our Toronto is in the north. No offense, Vancouver people. But Hoi An is somewhere. There's Da Nang. Where's Hoi An? There it is. Right next to Da Nang. That's a pretty big city. So I flew from Ho Chi Minh to here for like $75. Then another $75. I flew to Hanoi. And then from Hanoi, I flew to where else but Bangkok. Anyways, let's go check out Hoi An. Oh, this is the old town. This must have been the river you're about to see. Isn't this exciting? This is fascinating. I think we should do more of this. And there's a look from the plane. Another look from the plane. Google totally enhanced the shit out of that photo. Hey, another selfie wearing another maroon shirt. And yes, I think that is the Dr. Pepper shirt that I still wear quite a bit. All right, Lisa Palmer. There is the Nova Villa Hoi An. How much did I pay for that? I paid... That hotel was $69 for 2 days. I stayed there from April 18th to April 20th. There's some historic bridge. Another bridge with lights on it. A camera picture that is tilted too much up into green trees instead of being on something more interesting. There's some food. This is Bia Saigon. Apparently, this beer wouldn't go over very well in a lot of your stomachs. It's not. They just use like lake water, apparently. Yeah, so we're just gonna run through Hoi An here. There's a beautiful shot. This city is famous. Well, there's that bridge again. This city is famous if you want to get like a custom suit made or something. Look at that. Okay, we'll do comments next. Don't worry, guys. There's just one more of these to run through. This is probably the best picture I took in the whole trip. That is a random boat in the water in Hoi An. There's some beautiful ass pink gates. Food market. Why am I in a food market? Like, I'm not going to buy anything. Some boats. I don't think I actually took a boat. Okay, we'll do comments after this. Some more boats. Some lanterns. No, I did not get a suit made while I was here. Hey, Hello Kitty barbecue. That was like right in front of the hotel, I think. This was like one of those like must-go restaurants. I remember that. And it must have been because I actually took a picture of my food. I can't tell you how badly I regretted going to this place. Yes, it looks beautiful, but when you're just like traveling alone, and that's like a really, really small town, it just wasn't for me. Okay, and the last one is after there we went to what is my favorite city in the country. We went to Hanoi, and we're going to kick this one off with our hotel here. So this hotel was the beautiful Golden Sun Suites Hotel, and I stayed there from April 20th, 2018 to April 23rd, 2018 for $190. So you've never traveled alone, but you want to? I highly recommend Vietnam as a alone travel. It's beautiful. So we paid $190 for 3 nights. So that's $60 a night. That's a lot of money for a hotel in this neck of the woods. And I found it here $40 for one night. So that would be like 120. Buffet breakfast included. Free cancellation before the first date. No prepayment. Junior suite, high floor, extra large double bed. So honestly, this was easily the best hotel on this trip that I stayed at. Let's just see, what is a day in October going to cost? $68. So 68 times 3 would be like 200 and a little over 210, 212. So it is now 212 and I paid 190. So that one only went up a little, but YouTube is not receiving enough video. What are you talking about? I'm getting an error on error 817. Has anyone had any problems with the stream? YouTube is like yelling at me, telling me the stream status is poor, but my streaming software is telling me my stream status is like 100%. What? All good. Thank you, Eliz P. Okay, I'm just going to assume that YouTube is pulling my leg and doesn't know what the hell it's talking about. Thank you, Brad Palmer. Thank you, Linda Jane Jackson. We'll forget that this stupid error even popped up. Here, you know what I can do? Oh, I can't do that because that's on my... Oh, yes, I can. Here's what I'm looking at. There is what it says, error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience blah, 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 blah. But my actual streaming software says connection is 100%. So what are you going on about, YouTube? Why do you keep giving me this big, scary looking error? Anyways, that's what that was all about. Back to... Oh yes, we are in beautiful Hanoi. There's the Golden Sun Suites Hotel. There's the Wi-Fi code if you're ever in the area and need some free-ass internet. Breakfast time, 6:30 to 9:30. That totally looks like they screwed up writing that and changed it. Hoi An, or sorry, Hanoi, is probably full of even more motorcycles than Saigon, but it's also got a lot more trees. It's kind of like a bit more of a laid back, more shady environment. But narrow streets, no sidewalks. Like, and I'm here complaining about Strodes. Look what they're dealing with. And that's like some big park that's quite popular. I did not have this channel when I was in Vietnam because this area would have made for some pretty awesome videos. Another picture of the big park. I don't know what this is or what it says. Typical street. All the streets are like this. Notice lack of sidewalk. And everyone is on two wheels. Bobby P subscribed. Thank you, Bobby P. Tiger beer. Pretty standard Southeast Asian beer. I must have been having a coffee or a beer. Just another view from... well, you'll see where this is from in a second. Random park. The highlight of this city for me was actually something I missed, and we'll get to that. Everett C. Thank you, Everett C. Hey, look. Another guy. Another... Am I looking directly into the sun? What am I doing there? Hey. Nothing says I'm on vacation in Vietnam like jumping in a mini tank and pretending to blow people up. I don't know. I guess enough time has gone by. This probably isn't a sensitive issue, so I won't make any more of it than that. But yeah, that was cool. And you know what? Little kid was outnumbered. So just have like, it was just some little thing set up in the street where kids were like driving these power vehicles. I thought it was pretty cool. So I took a few pictures. This is the famous prison there where I think a number of like really, really famous war prisoners of war were held up. Sadly, they tore down like 3/4 of it. Everett C, $10. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Everett C. If I'm not quite functioning right, it's because we're on some of this stuff, courtesy of Boardwalk Brad, who didn't even bother to show up. Well, thank you, Everett C. And you know what? Let me put this back up. Where are we here? Photo album. I've got to make a pit stop, but
happy Sunday.
Thank you again. We will, since I have his permission to play this, we will just chill to this for a minute. This cool live action from Me. I'll be back. One sec. We're back. That is a really cool view, especially with the rain shower in the background. When you said rain shower, I was like, is there a reflection of Action Kid's shower? And he's got one of those rainfall showers. But now I know you mean the actual rain shower in the background. Okay. Why did I pause it? Oh, well, we'll leave it paused. Back to this. Yes, so there's a lot of like museums and stuff in both Saigon and Ho Chi Minh City. And I kind of went around and visited a lot of them. Cheers, Brad Palmer. Hello, Blind Wheels. And we're back to having more beer on patios. So that picture I showed you earlier of the river, which I think is over here on the right, was from one of these floors in this cruise ship shaped type building in the middle of the street for some reason. There's a view from it. And I had disappointingly some kind of bubble tea. There's another picture. Notice the KFC, and no, I am not embarrassed to say I went to that KFC. Tyler Craig, yes, I did. Did I do some Japanese pictures? But I've been to Japan like at least 8 or 9 times. I used to go there quite often when I lived in Korea. If money was no object, Japan would be the country I travel to as like my preferred country. But since money is an object and Japan is very expensive, I prefer Southeast Asia. or Eastern Europe, which I need to try. And we found the thumbnail I'll use tonight. This is again right around the corner from my hotel. It's just a series of alleys that fill up like this every night. And when you're drinking beer, the way it works is they've got these long rubber hoses that the bartenders carry around, and they block the end with their thumb. And when you want beer, they take their thumb off of the hose, and beer starts coming out of the little rubber hose. And then when your glass is full, they plug it back up. And this is like under 50 cents a pint. It is super cheap, but it's also not supposed to be the most sanitary. When you're drinking, who cares? There's alcohol in it. It'll kill it. But yeah, that is what this street was all about. It was kind of crazy, actually. But when in Rome, do as the locals do. It was fun. And there's a better look at just how busy it is. And yeah, the whole street's like this. And if you're going to a bar in the middle, you got to walk through that. Deborah Ball would love to go to Kyoto. Kyoto was awesome. The cool thing about Kyoto is you get like 4 cities for the price of one. There's Kyoto, Nara, Kobe, and Osaka. All right there, pretty much. A short train from each. I'm guessing I'm drinking more expensive beers again in that one. Oh yeah, I went to like some rock club. I remember this. I met a bunch of strangers and they took me here. Sometimes it happens when you travel alone. Another picture of this. We must be near the end here. Another picture of this. Some kind of marching band walking through. Very Vietnam looking picture. This. All right. This was the highlight of Hanoi. They have what they call Train Street. And what I was hoping to do was capture a train going through here. And I completely failed to do that. If you go to Google and type Train Street Hanoi, you'll probably get pictures of this. So this is what you see. You see like a, can I make that bigger? Like a train coming right down the tracks. Well, people are like living here, and apparently they clear all their stuff out right before the train comes. Are there better pictures of it? Yeah, so this is pretty crazy. So I went on a mission to walk from my hotel to there because they don't have a subway. I think one was being built, actually. They were building a subway in Saigon when I was there. Is it done? The line is scheduled to be completed in 2026, and they were building it in 2018? What, did they hire Metrolinx to do it? That is insanely slow. And I think Saigon and Hanoi were each getting one, and one of them was being built by a Japanese company, and China was building the other one. I think that's the story with the rail. But anyways, so this is that street after my walk. But sadly, the train only comes by like once or twice a day, and I was not there at a time when it came by. There's the obligatory picture in front of the tracks. This is probably a better composition than the other ones, as it shows some daily life happening. And there is the Golden Suites Hotel. We're back to the start. Golden Sun Suites Hotel. Metrolinx feeling the burn. So yeah, gonna be looking into traveling soon, and Vietnam entry requirements 2022. Do they have any COVID? Citizens, COVID-19 test no longer required for entry into Vietnam. Effective May 15th, the Vietnamese government no longer requires a negative COVID test. Is that the... Yeah, so Vietnam, one of the strictest countries on earth when it came to COVID. Them and Taiwan had virtually no cases months into it. now don't even require a test or proof of vaccination, yet here in Canada we require both and this ArriveCan app. What are we doing in Canada? Like, our airports are falling apart because they're full of these stupid... Anyways. Yeah, that's cool. I want to go to Vietnam and then wait 10 hours to get off of my plane at Pearson because we don't know how airports work anymore. I'm not bitter about that. So, yeah, that's cool. Vietnam is very doable. Oh, you guys can't see. I don't know if it's the weed or if I'm just dumb, but there it is. It says citizens no longer require entry into Vietnam. Sanji says Golden Sun is blocking everything. All right, it's 8:35. Maybe we'll just do some comments. But I wanted to see any big news in Blog TO. Owners say Toronto bar won't be reopening. That's a bar in Parkdale. These are the cleanest beaches for swimming in Ontario. Loyalist Bluffers Beach. We got Cubami Beach, Woodbine, Cherry, Hanlan's Point, Ward's Island. The Toronto beaches killing it. Look at it. Well, these are all probably should be treated as the same. Any other big news I'm missing? Toronto subway station overtaken with conditioner ads. It's hard to take. You know what? If this keeps our transit running and doesn't stuff anyone's pockets but saves the taxpayer money, I'm all for it. Plaster that shit with ads. This $4 million Toronto is a mid-century masterpiece. Where is that? 15 Evergreen Gardens. East York. Oh, that's in Moore Park. There is Mount Pleasant Cemetery. Am I going to have to go check this out? There it is. There's the house it's talking about. While not authentically mid-century, is an architectural masterpiece that does it justice. Ooh. That's pretty nice. Your TV is mounted too high, man, and your TV is too small. Given that distance, you need a way bigger TV and mount it lower. Looking up at a TV is bad for your neck. That's a pretty nice looking house, though. I think my mostly IKEA bachelor apartment furniture would look nice in there. If anyone wants to buy me that house, I'll gladly move in. If you pay the property taxes and insurance and all other costs, I'll be happy to take it for you. Owner of Toronto's on another topic, there's a restaurant in Roncesvalles now where apparently the price on the menu is your final price, all inclusive. Gratuity not required. I think every employee there makes at least like $22 an hour. They all have access to benefits. It's Bark. It's like a barbecue restaurant in Roncesvalles. I really hope this concept succeeds in this sense, because without getting into it, I just always thought that's how restaurants should operate. And when you go to Asia, where you're not leaving gratuities unless it's just pocket change, and the menu includes the price, and the employees know what they're making before they, like, in your mind, you're just like, why can't we do this in Canada? Then you realize almost the whole world does it like this. It's just North America that has this silly concept of pre-tax prices on the menu and tipping. I don't know. I think every restaurant should operate like that. So yes, kudos to a Bark and Roncesvalles. And I think that's it. Toronto women are selling upcycled fanny packs from a porch. Oh, there's some feel-good stories here. 10 must-haves for every Toronto cyclist this summer. We're just going to read this quickly. Ring them bells, yes. Ideally, you'd have like a loud-ass electric bell and the little like ching-ching just to let people know you're coming. A bike light, yes. So far, this list is actually pretty good. Lock it down. You want multiple locks. One lock is not enough. The whole point of locks is to deter the person so they go on to an easier target. Stay pumped. All right, you need to have an air pump. Keep your head on. A helmet? Oh, this list is pretty obvious so far. Carry my wayward items. You could just put all your stuff into a knapsack, but a pannier that hooks onto your bike rack. Yeah, but I prefer the knapsack. Defender yourself. While you bike to work in a nice outfit, you probably want to keep your face and back clean. Fenders. Yes, only one of my bikes has fenders. Keep your pants in one piece. Riding everywhere in athletic gear might not be realistic for everyone, so a pair of jeans or chinos built specifically. Cycling specific pants? You got one wrong. Not important. Stay dry. Rain shouldn't stop anyone from biking. Not if they're prepared. Carrying around a packable raincoat? Not necessary. Just come home. Take your wet, soggy ass into the shower. Take your clothes off there. Throw your clothes onto the floor in the bathroom and take a shower is what you do when you get soaked riding your bike. You don't need rain clothes to have to wring out and still deal with all the water. That's not essential. As Lisa said, that's a bonus. But 7 or 8 items on that list were pretty good. All right, I think the weed is hitting me a little bit. And I'm out of beer. Icicle Treppin says, did you go to the West Fest, the Do West Fest? Yes, I went. And I even played a clip on this very stream from near the beginning. Allie BHG says, drive a bus. I don't think I'm going to get too high off of this. I'm also going to have to walk a dog right after this. And then I'm going to have to make a thumbnail for you guys tomorrow. So if tomorrow's thumbnail just looks like vomit, you're going to know why. And look at this. This person... This always happens when you see like a video that I took or Ken or anyone. Like these signs roll because our cameras are set to 60 hertz, and I think these signs are in 50 hertz. So even this camera here, this must have been a screenshot from a video. I don't know why they have that problem, but that's why you see these signs always flickering on the streetcars. What were we doing? Comments. Okay, we'll do some comments till maybe 9. And then we'll call it a night. But thank you to all 140 of you for tuning in. Ken Continuum says, you are reading this comment as you read your comments on your Stumbles live stream. May those edibles kick in right now. I'm going to give Ken the pre-selected... Oh, I got to make this font bigger. All right, Ken. Ken's obviously silently lurking. We will not continue until Ken says something in the chat. And if Ken doesn't say anything in the chat, we will all unsubscribe from his channel and then create 10 new Google accounts each and subscribe them all to my channels. That's what we will do if Ken doesn't chat. Novell Cost says, Ken, please. That's my shtick. Cody Wample says, hello, thank you for the lovely tour. Enjoyed watching. Have a wonderful day with a smile. Whenever you see like generic chat or generic comments, usually that's someone who's just like low-key advertising their own channel, and that's what this person's doing. They're just looking for people going through my comments to click on their name and find their channel. It's like low-key marketing. So I just had a feeling that this was someone, when you see they're just copying and pasting this. They're literally going into YouTube, typing like walking video, finding out all the recent ones or sorting by the most viewed. And then they're going to go into them all. So they'll open like 100 tabs and they'll copy and paste this into your comments because they're fishing for viewers. They didn't actually watch your video. So there we go. Johnny, let us see all the sights and sounds of Kensington without the smells. Hey, what's wrong with the smells? Kensington usually smells like really good food more than it does anything offensive. But thank you, Action VJ, moderator extraordinaire. Johnny says, I almost forgot about this. Hey, Johnny Stumbles. I put a on this channel. Oh, that's not my... Did anyone... No one else replied to this. I put up a community post and only me replied to it. How do you do the COVID test? Like, how do I buy and then use the test? Do you bring it with you? I think this person is talking about the entry requirement. It needs to be from a lab. I'm not even going to answer. Like, come on, man. Google, why are you asking a YouTuber? Like, what are you going to do if you F it up when you're going to check in and be like, I asked some guy who made a YouTube video and he told me that I just did the test and take a picture. Like, no. Get your info from somewhere better. Do you know people or have friends from Latin America who lives there in Toronto? The Ken Continuum is here, and he says, he. I almost missed you, Ken. I almost missed you. Lisa's asking Ken, how is Sloan? I'm going to skip this question. Hi, Johnny. Hope you are enjoying the beautiful weather today. Do you know the name of your gloves which you use when you are using an e-bike? If you can please give me the name and where you bought it from. I named my gloves Ike and Mike, and I got them from a sporting goods store. This is what they're asking? I don't know. Like, I don't know. What would you call this? I put my effort in. I don't have an answer. So I'm just going to skip your question. Salut à tous, Mr. Johnny. 214. Je trouve c'est très marrant et mais c'est ma fête. Beaucoup de rire de voir les mecs avec une galette orange. Éminenter le bruit d'un chantier et suite le mec avec la flûte. What? Oh. Okay, so their comment was real. Canadian summer, best time for tourism. Very beautiful, the city and the movement of people. Okay. Avoid the guy with tats. Questionable at best. What are you talking about, 849? Avoid this guy? Questionable at best? Just a guy. I don't know. Strides. One of these days, you should crash some cannabis stores. You guys have so many places that sell weed, and you eat edibles. Really surprised you never hit up a weed shop. Ken, all of your messages will be highlighted. That is the price you pay for being the Ken Continuum. Okay, that was a dumb idea. Super nice video, Johnny. We are going to head down there today for the pedestrian Sunday in 2 years. That was 8 hours ago. We were going to head down there today for the first pedestrian, and we were looking forward to it. But with the Yonge Street subway shut down and the fact that a few of us don't like riding shuttle buses, we are putting it off until the next. Oh, you posted this 8 hours ago, but you're talking about last week. That's what threw me off. All right, I'll just like this comment, even though it doesn't make sense. Good morning, Johnny Stride. Happy Sunday. I haven't watched your blog for a while. Well, it's not really a blog. I am back. Nice walk tour. Thank you for sharing. How are you doing? Hoping you are doing okay after that fall. It was frightening. Thank God you pray didn't suffer any damage to your head. That is oddly specific. I'm looking forward to your next video. Have yourself a great day, Johnny Stride. And now we will just be appreciative for the kind sentiments. The Real Man. I visited Kensington yesterday. Man, it was about as lively as this. Awesome. Good to know. Heather says, I used to go to the station all the time. There's been a lot of changes since then. Thanks, Heather. Bruce Liu. Great videos, Johnny. Some people's like watching planes or birds. Some people's like watching hotel suites for the My Next Adventures. Very true. Ken still going on about the Sloan show. We're all impressed, Ken. You saw Sloan. We're all impressed. This guy. Yikes. Just kidding, Ken. We love you. Ida says, hi, good morning, Johnny. So sorry I am late to the live stream because of work. Kensington Market, always my favorite thing, so I'm watching it now. Thank you for the walk. You're very welcome, Ida. It always throws me off when live stream is spelt in 2 words like that. It's a compound word, but that's okay. Falcom Scott, nice seeing so many people out in a booth over at Kensington, which looks nice, and that Toronto is coming back. I don't think there's a more positive human being on planet Earth than Falcom Scott. T. Petinge, Massi, Kene, Rame, Didian, what? MC, okay. MCL walking. What is that all about? First of all, what is MC walking? Second of all, I think this weed is hitting me. Maybe. It's kind of... No. Just detect it. Come on, Google. Google Translate. Not French to English. Just detect the language, man. There we go. And not to French. Make it to English. Scottish Gaelic. That's pretty close to... We should be able to understand that. Bon... Okay. Apparently, Scottish Gaelic is a little bit harder. Just give me English. From the evening, it's still crowded there. I'm not there. Alain to Cadieu. Do you have your own channel with the name like MCL Walking? Romantic music, relaxation, and sounds in water. Natural sounds for relaxation. Sound relaxation, water flow. Relaxing music and beautiful view. You need to work on your titles, man. Also, doesn't sound like your channel's actually about walking. Mystere Man, 95% dudes walking through a red light district. No shit. It's so bouncy when you walk. How do some get so smooth with this camera? Thank you. You know why it was bouncy when I walked in this video? Hands free. This was one where I just put the camera on my stomach and like you're not like subconsciously smoothing it out with your hands and like timing your knees to bounce at the right time. So that's why this was so bouncy. It was so bouncy because I recorded this one hands free. Who woke up Nightbot? Blind Wheels. Why is that? Oh, I recorded to the wrong comment. Let's edit this. No, let's not. Let's just delete it. There you go. We moved the comment to the right place. Hopefully, another one I've always wanted to see. Thank you, Johnny. Hope you can do one of these of the Royal York. Ooh, that would be nice. Great suggestion. 1258. Nice pool. 2135. What's that 2135 that we are... What is it? Oh. And I was about to like your comment. I still will. You should really be tipping the staff. Should I be? I mean, I wasn't even staying there. Oh, sorry to hear, Blind Wheels. That is terrible. James Hayden says, thanks for the video. Thanks for thanking me for the video. At 2156, how do I look, Johnny? Uh-oh. What's at 2156? Nothing. Sweet. I like your videos that have these vibey feels like this one or some of your e-scooter night videos. Kind of feels like we're out there chilling with you, man. That's exactly the vibe I'm going for. Johnny, how much further west of the Humber Bay River Bridge can one now go on waterfront trail bike routes? Maybe Burlington? Nice and relaxing, reminiscent ride. I used to ride my bike around the Leslie Spit to the Humber Bay Bridge and back. That's a nice ride. SM Config says, yes, prior to 2007, it was a parking lot, although there's a history to that. The 7-story Woolworth. That is, I already read this comment. It's an excellent comment. So I'm going to thank him for the added info, but it talks about what was on the parking lot before. I couldn't find that out. I'm enjoying the tours of these luxury hotels of Toronto. I totally made up some words and rearranged it there, as that's the only way I'll see these places. One night is more than my mortgage payment. One night is about my rent payment. So yeah. Nice to see the highest viewing spike is when the women walk by, ... Mr. Video Uploads 1. Do you have any videos? Looks like your videos are just uploading other videos. You can't see when the highest viewing spike is, dumbass. Where is the beginning at? It was at my home. Where did this was Harjot just sent a comment. Where were we? Where was the beginning at? Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. Cool video. Thank you, Harjot. $800 for that, says SG. I keep wanting to drink this. Thank you, Falcom. Beautiful hotel. Perfect for the heavy wallet brigade. Yes. Lie in coastal people perishing. Left me a period. As they're... And they don't... What? What kind of comment? Should I like this comment? I'm going to like this comment. Thank you, Blind Wheels. I'm glad your husband likes them. This is much different than the St. Regis I knew. What happened to the St. Regis you knew? It's hard to imagine young without bike lanes. I want bike lanes along its entire length soon. So do I, Doug. So do I. Thanks for another Malton. Oh, thanks for another adventure. I'm glad we got to see a tiny bit of Malton. I didn't know the GO train went past Malton. You're welcome, Yogi. And you didn't know there was an old... You are very obsessed with Malton, Yogi. Our pleasure. Even though it's clearly just me making these videos. We will go with our pleasure. Perhaps Yogi will see that. Good hotel in Toronto. Nightbot's going to nuke you if you use that many emojis again. Iran travel. Is this a channel? Yes. Again, another person who is just spamming this in your comments. So you like click on their name and go see their channel so they can try to win a viewer. Hey, Johnny, been following your channel for a while now. What is living in Toronto like? Cost-wise, I mean. That is an enormous undertaking, which we will not undertake. Clayton Crawford, always with his hilarious comments, but sadly, they're very long to read. Clayton, are you there? I enjoy your comments and reading them, but when I do it on stream, it just takes up too much time. SG says you are legendary. Hi, great video. I'm visiting Toronto next month. One question. Is it easy to get a bike there? Just use your visa directly or... You'll need to download an app, but it's pretty simple to use the bike share. I think that answered their question. Thanks for being there to catch that freight train. Ooh, we got a freight train lover here. LEBHG says just buy a bike. I've driven under that bridge on trips to Quebec. Estelle, awesome stream. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Estelle, all the way from Australia. Thanks for making such a nice video. Come on, give me some juicy comments here. Nothing actually prepares you for how absolutely beautiful the Winter Garden is. Thanks for all the video. Toronto City, good. Hi, Johnny. Great if somewhat challenging e-bike ride thanks to the Adelaide Street closure and incompetent drivers. Thank you, Christopher. Know what you mean, that lethargic feeling. It feels like you are stuck in third gear or tour mode in e-bike in terms of a ride and usually cures it. Thank you, Christopher. Nice ride, Harjot. Faith Patient says, the greatest thing in your lifetime you can do is accept Jesus Christ as your Savior. Your videos actually remind me of when I was lost and just wanted to look at vanity and be distracted by the world. Hope you find the truth and gift soon. I don't know how to react to this. Anyone got any ideas? How about we keep scrolling? When the Prince Ideal becomes king, will they change Charles Street to King Charles? I'm laughing not just because you're a channel member. In Sleuths and Statesmen on Bay and King still in business. Kenneth and Yolanda are here. Hey, Johnny. Did they think they were... The Hills Are on the Move, Napa, November. I think they thought they were chatting with me in the live when they were leaving comments. This happens sometimes. People watch the replay and they think it's live. And instead of chatting in the chat, they just type in the comments thinking that's how you chat. First time seeing it. It's great that you had a chance to check out Doors Open that weekend. I never had a chance to see the inside of St. Andrew's Church before this bit. Cool. It was awesome. You guys did live streaming together. No, we did the live streaming together. Yes, I ran into Ken. What country are you from? Don't forge the strip clubs. I will not be forging any strip clubs. What would you want me to forge them out of? And I believe we call them gentlemen's clubs. Well, I think that's probably been canceled due to wokeness. What adult entertainment parlor? Would that be that probably offend anything you would call them probably offends someone. But I don't think strip clubs is what we really... Maybe we should just call them strip clubs. That's pretty neutral and descriptive. Let's go back. Let's bring this back. Clayton, another massive message. Hannah, what is this? I can't even highlight it all to look. I'm trying to copy it. I'm going to click the end. Okay, I can get that line. So all I need to do is move up. Woo! Look at this. If I can get this cursor over here. We did it! Copy. Let's pop this into translate. It was my dream for my sons and I to come to beautiful Canada and live in it with its nice people, but unfortunately the embassy failed us for no reason. Oh. Genuinely sad story. Hopefully it wasn't like a typo on their application or something. Lily Yan says, hey, I finally see myself in your video in front of City Hall. I thought that was the ever popular YouTuber, but you were walking fast. Yes, I always walk fast. I've heard that from a number of people. Long lineups at City Hall outside and inside, but it was worth the visit. Really enjoyed Doors Open. Hope you did too. From Scarberia. Ooh, nice touch on that. I knew there was some controversy when I used that term. Very kind message. I'm glad they're not personally offended by my use of the term Scarberia. Thanks for the video. Thank you. Christopher says, hi, Johnny. Doors Open walk featuring the stunning old Elgin and Winter Gardens Theater. Wonderful atmospheric old building with its quaint manually operated lift and spooky stairways. Thank you, Christopher. Novell has 43 tabs. We're getting there. All right. Too late for me to be translating. Hi, man. How are you? I really like these downtown Toronto videos. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Falcom. You too, mate. COVID Hippo is going to London to meet Falcom next month. Love to see you taking the GO trains. Looking out a train window is just a vibe I can't experience here in Texas. That's sad. Jeanette, are you there? Do you not have train windows in Texas? No, all our trains have guillotines. And when you get into the Texas train guillotine, someone locks a rifle and points it at you. I don't know. Maybe that's a bit offensive. Iran travel. Oh, there's those people again. Hunting for free views. Mark S says, nice ride. Ron Shaxable. Really? A heat warning over 30? Yeah, but you're in Malaysia. We have humidity here. So your 30 is like our 25. So, yeah, I mean, people get heat strokes, especially in a climate like this when it's over 30. It's not really anything to mock. You just don't understand. Harjot, nice streaming, Johnny. Thumbs up. Nice vid. Just want to ask, if how many minutes can you record 4K SPF till it overheats? Beep, 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 banana phone. It has never overheated on me outdoors, but it will quickly in a car. Yeah, in a car, this thing will just overheat and shut itself off. 904, this was exactly what I was thinking. There's now way to get water, and probably the water is also polluted because of the cargo ships. At least it says why in a car. I don't know. Something about the car just makes them super hot. Thanks for the ride, Johnny. Thank you, Harjot. Hi, Johnny. I'm pretty new to the channel, but been loving the narrated walks. I missed the stream because of work, but I'm definitely going to watch now because this is my neck of the woods. I hope to move to Toronto one day, which is how I found the channel. Hope everything goes. Good night. Welcome aboard. This seems like a thoughtful reply here. The construction on Queen Street is just water maintenance, alas. What a gorgeous area. Thank you, Christine Camley. That was regards to a video I did in Forest Hill. Thank you, Falcom Scott. Gertej, you and Ken are my favorite YouTube streamer. You have to pick, Gertej. You have to pick. Kartik says I'm taller than I look. People often tell me I'm shorter than I look. I look shorter than I am. COVID Hippo changed my name as previous two weren't working out. Thanks for coming to my hood. Anyways, I think my head is spinning pretty good. I have a dog that's crying to me. I don't know if you can hear him. Let's bring him over. Charlie, treat. Charlie. Touch. Move that up. Not that. Sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Charlie, we're going to go on a walk in about 5 minutes, okay? Okay. Charlie, sit. Good boy. Lisa says, guess this is it. Yeah. As long as I have this guy, we're not going to be able to do the stupidly long streams, but we'll get back to them. But thank you for your super chats. Whoever sent me Boardwalk Brad. Didn't tune in to see it. I had an idea where we'd do some rap battle later tonight, but people ended up calling up for comments, so we did that, and I didn't see Tech here. Anyways, thank you to our mods. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Thanks for just chatting and being good sports. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out and subscribe. Thank you to Everett for the super chat. George Kemp says, don't give Charlie an edible by mistake. Thank you to our channel members, mods, everyone for joining in. Boardwalk Brad is here. Well, thank you for giving me what's about to be an interesting dog walk, Boardwalk Brad. Thank you, Marie, TVDXCR, Ali BHG, Mark H, Linda Jane Jackson, COVID Hippo, Kathleen, Ida, Kartik, Ali. Charlie says, good night. That's not actually how he sounds. I know how he sounds, but it's a little less masculine sounding than that. All right, guys. Have a good night. I'm going to kill it.